Good morning, everyone. This is Rafecal. Starting a new Let's Play today. This is Immortal Saga. This is a brand new beta indie RPG. One of the staff members over at RPG Fan, who is a part of one of my favorite podcasts, put it out. And I wanted to give it a shot. I tested it a little bit. It is very Fire Emblem-esque, which is not a bad thing. And it looks like it has a lot of potential, which I am excited about. We'll go ahead and get started. We are going to play on Phoenix difficulty because that will stress me out slightly less than doing permadeath classic mode. Okay, comes up with this little warning saying that there's potential for bugs. Keep a backup save, yeah. We are not going to do the tutorial because it is not an interactive tutorial. And I want to get into the meat of the game for you guys. View tutorial is very much if you have not played a strategy game before. If you have played anything Fire Emblem-esque before, you probably can skip that. Let's go ahead and begin the game. Okay. So, the continent of Niert is home to 5 nations, each ruled by ancient dynasties. We get our backstory here. Again, very Fire Emblem-esque, big world map with very Fire Emblem-esque character portraits. The Silver Hawk Empire of Kalano, ruled by Emperor Augustine. The southern lands is the scholastic nation of Zororo, which the name's a little covered up by the text box there. You can kind of see it through it. The Great Library of Telia built. Trio of Archmages are Saman, Leopold, and Nyx. To the west lies the forests of Brodar, Tan, the Silent Dream in the tongue of the Elohan. Okay. They're currently engaged in a war with Hydernity. Their king is King Nativity the Fourth, also known as the Beast King. There's the Islands of Alba, ruled by the Pirate Queen Matilda. Okay. And finally, we are in Hydernity, ruled by Queen Cyree after the assassination of her husband. Peaceful land of Kirkminster, lorded over by Marquis von Snatch. A young lordling by the name of Mandy requests a meeting with her father. Okay, so we're getting into our hero. Sure you want to go through with this plan, my child? It's a dangerous endeavor. I am, father. The queen takes more and more soldiers every month. The small folk have no one to defend them these days. I understand, but to go into battle yourself, as a father, I worry. I won't be alone, father. I've got Leona and Rosie with me. Okay, so there's Leona and Rosie. I've talked to many more of my friends too, and they all want to pitch in and do what they can. I promise I won't take on any job we can't do. Very well. I suppose I didn't teach you how to wield a lance just to never use it. I have my own conditions, however. In exchange for a monthly stipend and access to the armory, I expect many detailed reports. I wish to know the comings and goings of my lands, the thoughts of her people. I have also written to Captain Shinra. He is on his way back from the borders to join your cause. He is a valuable and precious resource, so make good use of him when he returns. Okay. Ah, paperwork. That shouldn't be an issue. I'll cover that. Wow, Rosie, you're the best. I'm still going to make you write some reports, Leona. What? Ahem, thank you, Father. I will make you proud, I promise. Okay. I'm always proud of you, my child. Okay. So, a couple minor things there. The speech is very naturalistic in terms of it is written out as spoken rather than what you would usually see the way that speech is written, which is pretty normal for people who are new to writing dialogue. You did it, Mandy. Oh, you did it, Mandy. I can't believe it. Our very own army. Army of only 3 people. Also worth mentioning, I'm pretty sure that a lot of the character names in this are either references to people or are like name drops named after people who are I mean, obviously I said that that the creator's name is Leona, so we get a self-insert character right away, which is again pretty normal for this kind of a project and totally fine. Yes, we can do this. Father has given us a caravan, and we can use it that we can use as a mobile place of operations since we'll be moving around some. Your father's very kind. He really spared no expense getting us prepared. Can't believe he's single. Rosie. I know. Dads are off limits. You keep telling me. Okay. Excuse me, Lady Mandy. My name is Alexander. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Did my father send you? Yes, I'm to assist you in gathering information. Okay. I've been told to help you look for areas of Kirkminster that need our help. Okay, so we're looking for bandits and thieves. Most of the able-bodied men and women are recruited in the army, and the village is becoming an easy target for looters. Yep. That's sweet. Sweet. That's gonna be a massive help. Information will be crucial if we are to be successful. After all, we don't know where to go. If we don't know where to go, how can we be of any use at all? Actually, I have something important to share right now. It's about the town of Dali, over the Gee Mountains. They are being constantly besieged by bandits and require assistance. That sounds like we have our first mission, girls. The village is just a few days away. Hopefully we can prevent further assault. Okay. So we are going to save over my test file that I definitely didn't do. Okay. So, again, this is very Fire Emblem-esque. We get the map, good animated sprites here. I really do like the character portraits as well, and you can tell the correlation there between the character portraits and sprites to an extent. Oops. Looks like we made it just in the nick of time. Those guys don't look like bandits to me. Look at their fancy swords. That one even has a horse. Army deserters by the looks of it. Queen Sairi would lop off their heads if she got a hold of them, so they can't return home. Many have turned to banditry just to survive. So they're desperate then. Still, we cannot just let them do as they please and plunder villages. We must defend the townsfolk. Aye aye, Captain. Okay, from a cursory glance, would say that person is the ringleader. If we take care of him, the rest should flee. Okay. Our second priority is the protection of the village. Second priority is defeating the ringleader. Okay. So we have 3 units. Mandy, who is a soldier. Leona, who is an archer. And Rosie, who is an anima mage, which I'm assuming is elemental mage. Squall is okay, unique to Rosie. We see, okay, unit skill, prodigy, double weapon experience, okay. Piper, 15% chance to act again. That is really cool and could be useful, but is going to drive me crazy because I hate skills that have such a slim chance to react because you can't rely on them. And then a really high hit rate, okay? That makes sense for an archer. It looks like longbow is range 2-3, iron bow is range 2. Easy enough. Greased lightning is a very powerful spear, it looks like. It does have duration here, so that we're going to want to be careful with that. And then let's see. Allies within 3 tiles get extra damage and hit. And have extra hit versus light and dark magic. Okay. Wait. Okay. So there's Thomas is our boss. Okay, we can't move our starting units around right now. Oops. There's a lot going on here already, and I'm not sure exactly what I just did. Okay, there we go. So manage, formation, that looks fine. Status, I'm probably overthinking this for the very first one. I think we're just going to get into the fight. Actually, let's save again, just in case. So it looks like the village that is our first priority is over to the right. Okay, player phase. See that house over there? Often the people who live in these houses will share information, what information they know. Don't underestimate the knowledge of locals. Okay. I found local men to be especially knowledgeable. Okay. Rosie is an archetype. Okay, so we can pick any of our units. It's not in order. It's going to be player turn and then enemy turn. We're really outnumbered, so we do want to be careful here. Our longest range, I think, is Leona. Let's see if we can... Yep, if we highlight these, we can see what their movement range is. So these two aren't going to be able to get up close, but this guy is pretty much guaranteed to. So I think we go over here. Let's go info. My husband was a soldier about 30 years ago, so I know a few things about battle. Have you ever heard of something called the weapon triangle? Okay, we are really in Fire Emblem territory. There he goes like this. Swords beat axes. Okay. Swords are beaten by lances. Yep. And axes beat lances. Mm-hmm. That is the Fire Emblem triangle. Okay. Always remember the weapon triangle if you ever find yourself in a nasty predicament. Okay, and it looks like we still get to act. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and fire. Nice. So I think we go... I kind of want to make sure we've got her over here, and maybe we can just finish this guy off. I really appreciate the fact that they actually have the good battle animation sprites as well, not just these overworld sprites. That's a lot of... Like, there's 3 versions of each character. Even if they're simple, it's 2 animated sprites and a portrait. And then we want to keep her safe. So I'm thinking here is probably good. Okay, so these guys did not move because we're not in their range, so they're moving on threat only. That's good to know. Let's go ahead and see if we can move in and see what Rosie does. Shooting from a diagonal. Okay. Pretty solid hit. And again, our goal is to get over to this village that we're supposed to protect, I think, first. And we don't want to get... I think anything we could that Leona could attack here is not going to be in range, so we'll move over. Oh, there's terrain too. Okay, so house is avoid and defense boost. Hills are avoid. Forest is avoid and defense. Okay. Are there any, like, negatives here? Nope. Okay. So I guess we'll put her in the hills for now. Oh! Oh, bugger. Mandy, look over there. Okay, those bandits are going to use the confusion of the battle to ransack the village. Okay, good that we started moving this way. What can we do? We can either get to the village first and warn them, or give them time, or kick their asses before they make it there, or both. Both is good. Oh, okay, and we're getting reinforcements. I had to ride as fast as I could, but it looks like I caught up with them. I'm here to help, Mandy. Okay. So, we want to probably move him up here. Swords are good against axes, so this is not ideal. It looks like even though the sprite has a... Okay, so the soldiers have pretty standard or have only a limited number of sprites, it looks like. Because that guy looks like he's a spear user, but he is definitely a sword user. We have a really low chance to hit there. So maybe we don't do that. Let's double check where we're at on this first. And see what this guy is. That guy's also Iron Sword. Okay. Are these guys actually axe? These guys are actually axe. And she is lance. So actually, he would be better against these guys. Well, let's see. These guys are kind of beefy compared to that first soldier that we fought. So this is probably gonna hurt. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh! Okay. She's fast enough to get 2 attacks in. Nice. So we should be able to do this. Attack count 2 at a 12 base. Oh! Because the longbow weighs more, so it drags down speed. Okay. There's a lot of cool complexity in this. I'm curious how much of that was... I'm not sure exactly what engine this is using, if it's using one of the Game Maker engines or what, but it's pretty layered strategy stuff. I'm going to enjoy this, I suspect. Okay, so we're going to do this first. Then we'll follow it up with the... Oh, sure. Okay. So, if he attacks... Actually, let's do this. Because I feel like this is probably going to be the strongest thing he can do offhand. That's not going to put him at risk by going against the two sword users that are strong against him. And then maybe we can have our other unit double back. Okay, enemy phase, so that guy's gonna move back and shoot. We kind of figured that was gonna happen. But horsemen are pretty buff, so that should be okay. Nobody is close enough to get to the village yet. So I think what we're gonna do is have, let's see, that's Mandy. We're gonna have Mandy move back over here to take advantage of that avoid and defense, on top of the fact that she is a lance wielder against those two sword wielders. Okay, and that's just going to repeat the same message. That's fine. We will have Leona go this way, just in case those two archers below can shoot up at us. She can return fire, and then we're just going to have, was it Rosie go there, and Track can now corner this thug with the bow and hopefully... Okay, gonna continue missing, but it can't... At least the thug can't do anything. Bows, you can't shoot adjacent units, so... Looks like he's not drawing an attack from this guy because he's not close enough, and isn't drawing an attack from this guy anymore because he can't move. So, basically pinned that archer in place, at least, until he gets a lucky hit off, I guess? Nice. Level up, okay. I wonder if these are random like the ones in Fire Emblem or not. Okay, so it does look like those guys only have a range of 2. Let's go ahead and do village. Bandits are coming. Thank you for coming to warn us. We'll close the gates. And we get a red gem, whatever that does. And some money. Okay. We'll go ahead and have her attack one of these guys. Rank up Lance. Okay. Perfect. And swing again. Yeah, unfortunately with that forest tile that archer's on, it's going to be a little tricky, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, so we'll see if those guys move forward. Looks like they are. But they've only got regular bows. We've got a long bow, so we'll take a pot shot at them from up here. And we do not have a good shot here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's move. If he can go up here and draw some fire away from our archer, that'd be good. Probably want to not do too much of that. He's taking some damage at this point. Let's see what these guys' range looks like. So how far down can we get where she wouldn't be? Okay, that looks perfect. And we're gonna move Mandy here. And the reason we're doing that is we're gonna split the archers. So this one can only attack Mandy. Both of them can technically attack Track, but there's a chance this one will attack Track and this one will attack Mandy. There's also a chance that some of them may attack Leona, but she can return fire. So we're kind of playing the odds to get the best result on our least squishy characters. Okay. That's unfortunate, but finishes it off. Also, or more unfortunate, but at least... Okay. So Leona's just about dead already, but archers are squishy. We just want to keep her out of the line of fire for the rest of this. Okay, that was not a very good level up, assuming they're random. Or I guess whether they're random or not. Let's see what this guy has. Lance. So we do want to go axe against Lance here. What's this one? Sword. So that's going to be a good thing to keep in mind. So Cavaliers can generally move back after they attack. Oh, nice. Fast. Oh, we didn't have any movement left. Okay. And we don't have any healers. We do have a healing item, at least. Okay. I think that's all we can do. So this is probably gonna hurt. but not too bad at least. We'll move over here. Track, what are you doing here? Hey there, when I came back from leave, I heard what you guys were up to. I came to help right away. I'd read pretty much all day though, safe to say my horse isn't happy with me. Okay, you've come at a good moment. Okay, and does he have a mugwort? Use. I assume that's a healing item. Okay, so we're gonna go Lance against Sword to finish that one off. Realistically, we probably should have had Rosie do that to get the XP. That's okay. Start moving Leona forward. What does a red gem do? Unusable item. Okay. Mugwort. Let's see what the ranges on these guys are. I think we're safe. Yep. So we'll get a few extra squares of movement in here. She can go all the way down here without drawing fire from anyone, so let's do that. Okay. So, this one is a lance, so we would prefer to have our axe user go against them. This one is also a lance, so I think we're gonna have Track be our lead here. All three of these are actually lance. So theoretically, we could have him move into a spot where he's vulnerable to all three of them, and he'd probably be okay. That feels like a risk. Especially if any of these guys end up being faster than I expect. Agility 3, agility 2, agility 6. Which, it called it speed earlier. I'm not sure if there's a separate speed stat. Guess we'll have to figure that out. So I think the plan is going to be to go here, where he can draw fire from 2 of them, but not all 3. And that'll draw them forward, and then we can have other people start attacking them. Oh. Alana, Captain, look over there. There's some girl fighting off the bandits we came to take care of. Scott, I suppose we aren't needed here then. Dice, are you sure? I can fly down there pretty quick on my dragon and help them out. Solosi, well, that one's just obvious. They seem to have it handled. Besides, I have a date down in Nips that I want to get to. A date? Who? None of your business. Lane. Guys, just because we aren't knights anymore doesn't mean we can abandon our duty. The innocents need protecting now more than ever. Aw, that's sweet, Scott. So these 4 are all named after the some of the other co-hosts on the Retro Encounter podcast, which is awesome, which is also why I am making giggly noises. I'm going to go defend the innocents past the Migger wall in Nibson, then. Okay. Alana, Dice, come with me. Felicity will meet back up with you in a few weeks. Roger that, whatever works for you guys. Alright. Okay. So this would be Lance versus Lance if she moved in here. And theoretically could pin down. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Again, chance that they'll split it. We'll go ahead and equip her Greased Lightning, which is her more powerful weapon. In case she counterattacks, we'll move up here. Perfect. There's only one person who can get that attack in, so again, we're splitting that damage up between 2 characters. So now we should be able to have Rosie, who has not gotten a level yet, get the kill on this thug. Perfect. And magic skill luck is exactly the kind of thing we want for her. This is, oh, that's a mage. So we do want to draw out our other, we want to draw this guy out instead. And possibly this guy also, although I don't know if he's going to move. And actually, anywhere this guy can get to, this mage can get to as well. So I think what we want to do is literally step 1 square forward. And that's it. And then we'll move Leona up here. Oh, that's really too bad. This is, again, that I mentioned earlier. I hate abilities that have a random chance, because you can't count on them. And if I knew that that was going to be a thing... Actually, no. We would have done the exact same thing. I'm a little sad that I don't have a good spot to go to here. I'm partially wanting to go 1 step down here. I feel like we want to be patient here, unfortunately. There's currently not a penalty for taking our time, so we are going to continue letting track demolish these guys. Okay, so this is going to be the really annoying spot. Oh, good. Now we got the extra turn when I wanted it. Perfect. Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted. This guy can use, Leona can use the longbow to get a shot off on this guy. Without him being able to counterattack. And now, oh, darn. I was hoping I was very clever. I was only just sort of clever. I guess we could move track in to see if he could take that hit at least, rather than Leona taking the hit. Because we do want Mandy to be the one to move forward here to take out the boss, along with obviously the ranged characters. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually start sending track back because we never actually checked this house. Oh, mages can get up close. That's problematic. Well then. Glad we put it on Phoenix. I was not thinking about the fact that he could attack twice. I was looking at his attack. This is definitely like... This is a very challenging game right off the bat, which I'm fine with. I mean, that's good. Okay, so I made the mistake of now moving away. So we have to do this. Let's make sure that she gets a kill first, I guess. We basically have to... Oh man, okay. So the Swordmaster can probably get to Rosie if we're not careful. Or regardless of if we're careful, I guess. So my thought is, if we do this, it at least breaks the direct line. And... attack count 2. That's not good. Huh. Okay. Okay, so this isn't necessarily saying who he will attack, it's who he can attack. I feel like this is our best chance. Is gonna be to have her go over here, use a mugwort, because that's going to break up... Oh, no. He still has enough movement. It was worth a shot. Be awful to kill such a pretty dame. Oh, please. I have standards. Wait, do I have standards? Miss. Okay, I'm okay with a miss. Now we have a chance. We got lucky. We have no quarrel with you. Get out of our way. These are my father's lands. It's my duty to protect our citizens. Should have known. A little another spoiled lordling. You're all the same. Okay. Another level up. Speed and luck. Good. Your leader's defeated. Leave this place now and we will not follow. Complete our first mission with no casualties. I mean, we technically had a casualty, but... I'm a little worse for wear, but I'll recover. I'm glad I could catch up with you guys in town. I was worried I would be late. Have you been working out? The army keeps me busy. You army boys get up to all sorts of stuff. Rosie, you're drooling. Gosh, both of you? Anyway, let's head back to base camp. We all need to rest. Food ho! Okay. So, we're a little over half an hour in. Got through the first battle. This is a pretty, like, considering that this is her first game, I believe, this is pretty impressive. It's obviously, I mean, it's a beta game. It was very explicit about that right off the bat. There's some dialogue stuff that is pretty typical for this sort of game, and that's also me being pickier than most people probably. And honestly, if Phil over at Dancing Dragon Games hadn't talked about dialogue in his interviews as another indie game developer, I would probably not have thought of it or known exactly, like, been able to put the phrasing of that together. But yeah, like, this is very much, especially now seeing some characters who are named after people that I have, while I do not know, I have spent many hours listening to discuss games. There's this, it's kind of, I mean, it's the same kind of vibe that I would get from playing, you know, my XCOM run with friends, where I feel bad having a character die, which is part of the reason I didn't have it on permadeath. Also because that makes it way easier to record, because trying to avoid permadeath in these games is such a pain. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue this. We're definitely gonna continue this. I may wait a bit to do the full run until the game is in a more final state. But I may continue at least playing the first part that's been released. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how I'm feeling and check it out. I'm definitely gonna finish this or play through more of it. However, if you are interested in checking this game out, I'll make sure I leave a link in the description. It'll be front and center. This is Leona McCallum, aka Star Mongoose. You can follow them on Twitter. You can check out their Discord, which I will probably also link to. And actually, I will not link to because it's in the link for the game that I'm posting. And yeah, definitely check it out. I mentioned Retro Encounter a couple times in this. I don't normally plug other things on this, but if you are interested in podcasts and retro RPGs, I highly recommend checking it out. Leona, the creator of this, is one of the frequent co-hosts. We saw those four, Alana, Scott, Slosi, and Dice, who I think that's Steph, I think. So yeah, I am looking forward to continuing this journey, seeing how all of these different characters are portrayed. There's definitely some tropes, some anime tropes with the character designs, but you know what? That's fine. And I am way more okay with like Rosie's portrayal, knowing full well that it was written by a woman as well. So, yeah. So, without further ado, hopefully you are enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you're into indie RPGs, make sure you check out the Dancing Dragon games that I'm playing on here as well. I think I've got Skyborn posted so far, and I have another couple that I'm going to be working on soon. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.